So I looked up a walkthrough, and there are actually 3 more endings, and they involve other mirrors from other people. So if you've noticed these teddy bears, the teddy bears, like the one in the gold room over here, they indicate other people's mirrors and the locations for them therein. So in order for me to get these mirrors, I have to do them in this order. There's Yuzu's mirrors, and then there's Ryotaro's mirrors. So I believe, aren't those these guys? It's their mirrors, so it's their mirrors, but they're not gonna go in for them themselves, so I'm just gonna go hit them one at a time. And the first one, you have to pull the lever by the teddy bear in the Realm of Beauty, which is one of the bronze doors. The Realm of Greenery and the Realm of Beauty would be across from it. No, not that one. Maybe the Realm of Beauty is up here? Realm of Beauty? Yeah, okay. So in the, there's room in here. There's a room in here. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Man, I'm gonna go through memory lane with all these, so I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I find them. Ah, okay, so that was what that was, and then, okay, so that teddy bear has already been pulled, so that goes to the Realm of Greenery over here, which drops a gate that leads back over. Ah, see? Okay, so they're all combined with these things. Oh, shit! Okay, so this is good. So these are their mirrors, and these are their stories, so let's go for it. Doesn't seem to change as much as Mashiro looks. Okay, so what do I do about that? Huh? You saw one of my mirrors? Whoa, Mashiro, what a discovery. Leave me there right away. If we're together, even those realms won't scare me. When you enter the realm with a mirror, the Yuzu will automatically follow. Okay, so I'm gonna save before all this happens, and then we're gonna go in there. Here's your mirror, go do your thing. Mirror shows Yuzu reflection. You're right, it's me. I'm getting nervous all of a sudden, but these are my memories. I need to remember them. Steer! Ah! Okay. 8 years ago at middle school. Oh. So we're actually gonna learn their story, too. During break time, I, Yuzu Hanasaki, sat down in my seat and sighed. 13-year-olds are seen as audacious, but they still have troubles in internal conflict. Hanasaki! Yeah, what? The day duty diary. It's your turn today, so the teacher... that's right, thank you very much. Well, that's all. Once again, we couldn't keep talking, though I longed to talk with her more. I, Yuzu Hanasaki, was captivated by Utsuro. She was so unlike the other students, a girl of few words, with a mysterious air, long eyelashes, always looking tired. With her skin and hair were white as snow. It's apparently some kind of albinoism. At first, I thought I just wanted to be her friend, but I quickly realized it wasn't that. Even if it was just puppy love, I was certainly in love with her. It is strange, isn't it? But I was troubled. I loved her, but at the same time, I hesitated at the idea of loving a girl. I at least wanted to be more friendly with her, if not as a lover, then as a good friend. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Ah, I remembered. Yeah, that's right. Memories from age 13. You saw that too? I'm embarrassed. It's a free country! Whatever, won't you break the mirror? Break it? Why? Sure, I wouldn't want to see, but I'd need to be with them to look inside. It's probably fine not to break it. Okay. Huh. Alrighty then. Interesting. Oh, thank you for bringing me back. That makes life so much easier. Okay, so the second one requires a silver key. Adjust the lantern's light from the realm of death. Ha-ha! That's what I just got, so I wouldn't have been able to get any of these if I hadn't already gotten to the near end of the game. Okay, here we go. Alright. I think I'm getting used to this. I'm thinking surely they show memories with something to do with my wish. I'm excited, but even a little scared. Arya now. Pretty sunset, huh, Tsuro? Sunset is a witching hour. This moment's beauty comes from it being when the sun dies. Even though we see the sun for 12 hours a day, we always forget its beauty. I guess, but I like the sun in the day too. You're positive about everything. It's been a year getting to know Tsuro. I still haven't been able to tell her how I feel, but we're together as best friends a bunch. Of course, I still like her romantically, but just spending time together, period, is nice. Twilight is a vacuous thing. It's neither day nor night, and people spend it preparing for the coming night. Twilight isn't watched and enjoyed. It's just empty and hollow, much like my name. Is the sunset making you sentimental? I think Tsuro is a great name. A great name, I hate it. To be called hollow. It feels more like a denial of my existence. But I like it how it feels all translucent. It matches your mysterious air. These are some pretty philosophical 14-year-olds. Is that right? You know, Yuzu, I'm a person who shouldn't exist in this world. What's this now? Just the fact I'm alive is a mistake. My existence is a cluster of sin. You mean like original sin? Did you ever tell me you were Christian, Itsuro? I don't mean anything like that. In a more concrete way, I shouldn't exist. I don't get what you're saying, Itsuro. I mean, it shouldn't exist really extreme. We get along so well. If you didn't exist, what would I do? If, hypothetically, I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. I could only blankly listen to Itsuro, whose words felt so disconnected from her reality. It was as if Itsuro saw something different and I couldn't perceive things the same way. Yeah, no joke. I have no idea. That is an intense teenager. Alright. Yeah, I remember. Even as I got closer to her, Itsuro was a strange girl. Though, that was charming in a way. Most of my memories of Itsuro are back now, and now I know these are important memories to me. I still can't remember up to my death, but it seems I've remembered some things precious to Yuzu Hanazaki. And it's thanks to you, Mashiro, really, thanks a lot. Oh, I know, take this. I got a mystery key! That's good! I picked it up earlier, but I don't know how to use it. I'm sure you'll find use somewhere. Okay, good! Great! I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm going for ending number 1, which is apparently the best ending. It's convoluted. It says view all 3 of both Yuzu and Ryotaro's mirrors. Make sure you do not see either Tamaki or Rinzu until you've shown both characters their final mirror. Once both have seen their third mirror, visit both Tamaki and Rinzu. Go into the final door. At the end, choose I won't grant my wish. And I don't know who Tamaki or Rinzu are. It's obviously not these people because these are Yuzu and Ryotaru. But either way, let's go to it. I don't have time, so. Okay, all of Mashiro's music broken, got the mystery key, go down to the fireplace. The match is in the realm of death, so go to the realm of death, and I believe that's this one here. There's a ladder. Okay, so there's a ladder here, and apparently, okay, so this doorway leads to the third mirror. So I need to show the other person their mirrors too before I go through that door. So I can't go through that door yet, or I may not go through that door at all because that's gonna be ending 2, and it said that it locked me into that ending. So I wanna go for ending number 1. At least that's my understanding of it. I'm trying to play it safe here. I don't want to get locked out of anything, even though I think like the save game system is a little better than that, but I might as well get everyone else there. A phone call 5 years ago. I'm calling it. This is going to be some sort of either death in the family or something cheating on someone. That young girl in the New Year's card photo, is that your daughter, sis? Can't you tell? Who would I put a photo of a mother, father, and a stranger over a card? Huh, I suppose. So what about her? Oh, she's just looks like you when you were a kid, but at the same time much too cute for that. Ryotaru, are you making fun of me? Trying to start something? I'm complimenting her. Something about her is just, oh, so adorable. Maybe she gets it more from him than me. And I'd appreciate the compliments more if your taste didn't give me such a chill. Now stop misunderstanding me, sis. I'll have you know it's nothing like that. You can't hide it. The whole Sengoku family trades rumors about how you've got a thing for kids. Whoa. Seriously? Just try asking Mom. But it's really not that at all. I don't see them in any lewd way, truly. You're turning 30. Think about marriage already. A bride should clear up any strange rumors. Talking my ear off as usual. Oh well, regards to your sister. Is this his normal conversation in Japan? If you're not married by 30, you're a pedophile? What? I must have misunderstood that because that was weird. It's really not anything lewd. I just see beauty there. What? Okay, this is bizarre. Very strange. I see, I remember. Boy, what a mean mirror. Why a memory like this of all things? Suppose I don't need to ask if you saw that. You like little kids say away creep? No, I'm not after any sick desires. I just see them as a kind of beauty to be held in high regard. I have no desire to trouble them in the least, understand that. Aren't you gonna break the mirror? Break it, why? I mean, perhaps it's a memory I'd better off from not remembering. But it is in fact my memory, and I'm dead already, no sense in throwing a fit. Well, anyway, I should thank you. With that, a piece of my memory is returned. Now, no more to do in this eerie place. Be sure to let me know if you find another mirror. Will do, buddy! Yo, weirdo! Alright, so that's another one down. Getting through them! Okay. Realm of Blood. Okay, here we go. Got it. The mirror shows Ryotaro's reflections. Now what it'll be this time, can't imagine what'll come up, even if it's about me. I wonder if a total return to memory, totally invert my present personality. That way we'll be the same with death. No jokes about how I'm already dead, please. So what do we have? 1 year ago, a company. So not too long ago this time. Should we get going, Sengoku? Yep. Are you worn out, sir? Yeah, trouble at home lately. At home, Ak? Is this up to something again? She has seemed upset lately. No, not that. Well, it's not the kind of thing you tell people about, but you're not a stranger. See, my old aunt's inheritance is proving to be kind of a mess. The inheritance of a famed artist, huh? I'll bet it's a lot. Huh? But didn't your father pass away last year? Why is it only a problem now? Actually, it's been trouble ever since then. I'm the eldest son, but the will says everything should go to someone else, except they're refusing it. That said, they won't even give it to me, so it's up in the air. What was the old man thinking? That really does sound messy. With money, you should always follow the law. That's what I intend to do, soon. I'll get a lawful interpretation at a suitable place. With this taking up all my time, I didn't realize how I've hardly been talking to my daughter lately. This is a delicate time for her, too. This is no good. As her father, I should... Calm down, sir. Are you okay? Right, sorry. I should at least do my job properly. I know, Sengoku. Will you come over to our house later? Huh? To your house, sir? I'm sure it'll take her mind off of it to talk with her brother. And if you could, talk to my daughter like a good uncle. Your daughter, you say? There's been some trouble. She's been retreating into her shell lately. She doesn't have many friends at school. I feel like she needs some new relationships. Well, I wonder if a clumsy fellow like me could have a good talk with her. That's fine, you're a good guy. I'm sure somebody like you is just the guy to help my glum daughter. It's pathetic as that can be that we're too busy with money to tend to her, but this is important. We can't ignore it. Alright then, if my brother-in-law insists, how can I refuse? Sorry. Hey, wait, have you seen her before? The cute lady in your New Year's cards, right? Ah, right, I wouldn't mind taking some time to brag about her, but it's time. There's work to be done, yes. Okay, now let's go to the West Building, right? Yep. So this guy is Mishiro's uncle. If that wasn't obvious enough for you guys and all of those ham-fisted brother-in-law like a good uncle, this guy is Mishiro's uncle. How strange. I remember. I see, Mishiro, you're Shinji Usui. No doubt he was my boss and brother-in-law. Though at the moment, I can't recall if I ever did meet you in person while I was alive. They seem like trivial memories, but I feel like they relate to my death and wish. Many holes remain, but I've remembered a fair bit. Couldn't have done it without your effort. I've got something. Here. Got a mystery key. I keep it up on a rare walk around this world. No point in me having it. I'm sure you make better use. Now, no more to do with this eerie place. Be sure to let me know if you find another mirror. Okie dokie then. So, okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is how that goes. I need to go through both of their doors with their keys because that's where the last mirror is. And then go through the big door after I've seen both of their doors. It's not gonna... Is it? Okay, yeah, it must be. It must be. It must be like a sequence of the two. Yeah, because the teddy bear's there. And then this is... Oh, the door beyond the mirror! Oh! I thought... Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So that door beyond... leads to another ending that's ending 1 and ending 2. And I could just do that, or I could go to both of them and not go through that door and then go through the main door. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. Separate save file, totally fine. Mirror shows user's reflection, a little different, like the atmosphere, never found it for herself. Cut the chatter, let's go for it! I don't think there's gonna be a good memory. They never really are if they lead to your death. Whoa. If, hypothetically, I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. A few days ago, the body of Itsuro Hinohara was found in Mirror Lake. Oh. Why? Why did Itsuro? No, it hasn't been enough. We didn't spend enough time together. Has Hanasaki seemed gloomier lately? I mean, she got along with Hinohara, so I can understand being depressed, but it's not that kind of gloominess. It's like, the local library isn't enough. They don't have enough books on this stuff. I need seances, necromancy. It all lacks credibility. I don't want this fake occult nonsense. Yuzu, have you been going to class? If I open the gate this way... Today marks a year to the day. Wait for me, Isuro. I've been studying up this past year. And now I'm gonna meet you. That's obsession right there. That is serious obsession. I remember it all, how I died, my wish, and everything else. Of course, there's no such thing as black magic. I must have been on the brink, huh? Whew, I'm kind of exhausted getting all these memories dumped on me. Once I've sorted things out some more, I'll tell you my history and wish. Are you going up ahead? Take me with you if you do. I feel like there's something important to this world up ahead. Okay. Well, let me just do this first, because I believe this is ending one of the endings. Open the large door? Sure, why not? I think, why not find out? Huh? Someone's there. Once, there was a painter. He was known as a mad genius, Rinzu Usui. You know my grandpa? Wait, Mashiro, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of us. Rinzu had a wife, but he also had a relationship with a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With the servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Rinzu's 2 children, born of different mothers. Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair, but because Shinji showed no interest in art, Rinzu's affections was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in the arts. Tamaki learned art from Rinzu and given deep love grew in the shadow of the Usui family. But the irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Rinzu's wife learned of her existence. Rinzu divorced his wife, but gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy had occurred. But when Tamaki turned 18, Rinzu made an unforgivable mistake. He had a liaison with Tamaki, his own daughter. Oh, God! That's not it! What? Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Rinzu, and with her mother she fled from him. The child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father. So Tamaki had a daughter between parent and child. Tamaki thought she couldn't live a normal, happy life, but luckily 2 years later she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with her husband, Tamaki began to get back on her feet. However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she imagined. When her now-grown daughter with Rinzu began doing art at school, Tamaki's old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Rinzu, of that fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection, took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under the weight. And one day Tamaki killed her daughter. Tamaki fell to pieces. She came to feel animosity not only towards Rinzu, but all the Isuis. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the despair behind. Rinzu died of natural causes a few years later, and while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had kept living despite having broken so long ago, met her end. When she learned the son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. You mean, Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter, the Isui who dared to come near her? Oh no. But when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her own son by mistake. Oh, it's all coming together. Tamaki realized that this was the end, so she took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. That woman's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, so that she can't escape, but must face the facts. This is surely my punishment. I've gone on for a while. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. I don't know who you are, but go now. Let's go, Mashiro. We shouldn't stay here any longer. Ah! Fascinating. Should we return to the usual place? With Tamaki's story, I've realized something. Okay, hang on. There's one more thing to do before we go. I might be able to clear everything. There's a ladder in the fireplace. Ah, okay. So this leads to another door. It wouldn't ever... Oh. Oh, okay. Ah! That's fascinating. Okay, so now I have to load this one. Okay. So now, but you guys have seen that now, and now you guys can connect the dots to that, and that's what it meant by locking you into another ending. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. Okay. So now, I need to take her back, and then I need to go up north to the other one. And I'm hoping it's not still gonna be locked out, because that would be... I fucking forgot! I walked all that way! God damn it! Alright, so here we go. Bit different. Critical moment. Walk the place by yourself. Boy, you're strong. I mean it deeply, but the strength isn't the same as never fatiguing. Now save it for later. Okay. Thanks, Uncle! Ugh. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. Alright. Oh, she just looks like you when you were a kid, but at the same time, much too cute for that. It's fine, you're a good guy. I'm sure someone like you is just the guy to help my glum daughter. Okay, now let's go. The west building, right? God, the smoke's already up on this floor. What? It's no good. The stairs are too hot to approach. Cruel fate. Will it end like this without anything resolved with my family? I'm sorry, Chica, Mashiro. So I'll never get to meet Mashiro. I'm sure she'll grow to be far prettier than Sis. I really wanted to have that chance. It's not anything lewd. I just see beauty there. Well, that was it? Oh. I've remembered it all. How I died, my wish, and all the rest. I see now. Admirable tenacity, if I do say so myself. I'm a bit tired. Feels like more information overload than the previous mirrors. Once I've got it all sorted out, I'll talk about things to do with you, and what I know. I'm sure that's simply my duty. Or are you planning to go on ahead? If you are, I'll accompany you. A good uncle should protect girls, you know. Okay, well let's go ahead to this door. We're gonna save right before it, obviously, and then we're gonna go into the door. And then load up, and then go to the main door after both of these people have been addressed. Oh boy. Oh no, is this Grandpa? Is this Grandpa the creepy? Is that Grandpa? You're Rinzu? Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Rinzu Usui. Rinzu's art was highly esteemed and sold for high prices. He had status and wealth. Grandpa, what are you talking about? Why are you here? Wait, look closely. I don't think you can hear us. Soon, Rinzu married a woman. They had a son named Shinji. Rinzu preached the beauty of art to his wife and child, but they showed no interest in it. Rinzu's wife did not see his art, only the prices attached. Shinji, too, was taught her practically. So it was only natural when Rinzu formed a relationship with a servant showing true interest in art. Huh? When Shinji was 8, Rinzu and the servant had an illegitimate child. Her name was Tamaki. Rinzu kept Tamaki hidden from his wife and Shinji, managing 2 families. But between Shinji, who cared not all for art, and Tamaki, who adored it like her mother, Rinzu's affections went towards Tamaki. That came to an end shortly after Shinji went to college, when Tamaki's existence came to light. Rinzu offered his wife consolation as asked and divorced her. Shinji, already grown, kept the name Usui, a wise choice. He knew how to make a living. Some time passed after that when Tamaki, who Rinzu adored as a daughter and a student, turned 18. Rinzu made the biggest mistake of his life. He adored his daughter Tamaki, so he had a child with her. I think you missed a few steps in between those, you fucking asshole. Alright, whatever. Tamaki and her mother left Rinzu. They refused even money. Tamaki seemingly birthed and raised the child, but who knows the details. Rinzu was unable to hear any of it. Nearly 20 years passed since the incident, and Rinzu died of illness. Nothing unusual, age comes for all. Shinji was the eldest son of the Asui family, set to inherit his fortune. But thinking of it as a final atonement, Rinzu passed on, leaving a will to give it all to Tamaki. The inheritance. So the boss was disputing with Tamaki over it. That man's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing him to be here. Only the creator of this world knows why, but But, very well. To face my sin eternally is an appropriate afterlife for me. That's all. Sorry for the long story. Visitors are rare. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. Be well, dead one and soul. Let's go. There's nothing more here. Well, similar story, but it's like more of a he said, she said thing, so it's nice to get both sides of it. Oh, come on! But I thought... Wait a minute. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Okay. Rinzu and Tamaki, I know what they are. Oh, that's why the names didn't seem familiar. They're the people in the jail cells. I can see them both now. That makes so much more sense. I can actually honestly see them both because now I've opened the doors to get to them so I can hear their story and then... Okay, I'll be right back. The door opens now. The door opens and we're able to go. Oh, and the teddy bears were pink and blue to signify which was which. Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay. Okay, oh, this is good. Okay, so now they're both here. You think you can open this big door? Had trouble with the one in the back of the realm. Surely you can open it if you put your mind to it. Okay, same as Shira, do you think you can open this door? You open the other one too, right? I'm sure this will open right up for you. So now, going into this door is gonna get the final ending. So it did open. Now the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended saving our butts this whole time, Ashiro. Without you, doubt we would have found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk to you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things too, about who I am and why I'm here. And about Tamaki's daughter. Wait, who is this? Oh, hi! Get out! Okay. Stop, don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Run, you two, through the door! Oh, me first, though! Oh, shit. Are we doing something? Whoa, it's chasing us? We'll talk later. Just run somewhere we can hide. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! 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 Well, oh, good thing I got the moves, baby! Ho-ho! Yeah, okay, so this is weird. Okay. Don't make a guy run, a guy going on 30 run for it. Going on 30? I'm 27. I better not be that out of shape by now. Alright. Looks like we've gotten away for now. Listen to Ryuzu. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Whew, are we safe here? I don't sense her chasing anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain that. I know who that is. Say what? That's Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later, it said that would work. I think it's a different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why that was. But I've found out now. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzu Usui. Her very birth was taboo. That shadow was Utsuro Hinohara. Even as she is, I can tell clearly. Because my wish was to meet Utsuro one more time, Utsuro Hinohara, that's Ayato's. But to look the way she does now, I wonder what story is there. But I can't just go away yet. I need to talk to Utsuro more directly or my wish won't be considered granted. Give it back. That voice. Let's get moving. We can't have a chat now, so run. Okay. I'm ready. Ready for it. What? Are we running? Feels like she's gonna keep chasing us. Utsuro. Okay. Here we go. Ah! We're running. Whoa, she's faster this time. Whoa, good thing she got tripped up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah! Ah! Juked ya! Ah! Whoa! Got ya! Oh boy. Alright. Got that. Alright, she's really stubborn, isn't she? If it were me, I'd have thrown the towel after all that chasing. Okay, got it. Alright, let's begin. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's given chase. I think the goal is close by. I don't know what'll be up ahead, so I just want to get this out. I'm Ryotaru Sengoku, younger brother of Chika Usui, Mishiro's mother, and subordinate to her dad, Shinji Usui. Okay? I knew about you a while back from a New Year's card Sis sent me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. I was captivated by your latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I heard you'd been glum and moping as of late. And I know why. You injured someone in middle school and Sis kept you shackled ever since. That's right. My boss invited me over to your house and I was honestly pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl moping around. Hey, he says without a second of hesitation. No poking fun now, it's the end. Huh? But I died before it happened. We got caught in a fire in a building at work. A fire. Yes, I was with your father. After that, well, it even kind of surprised me. Partly why, by will, I became a soul and flew around to where you were, apparently. So for a year or so between my death and yours, my spirit was sort of haunting you. What? Oh, but I was hardly even conscious of anything. I just vaguely know that's what happened. Ahem. For you see, ever since I saw your photo, I considered you someone beautiful and worth protecting. So even through death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once. So that was your wish. So it was, thus, it's been granted. By following you, I wound up in this world, and in this world, my unrealized wish came true. In fact, the moment I became aware of my wish, I felt I could free myself from this world any time. So you're going? Well, I've come this far. I'd like to see out your story to the end. Mishiro, the harsh circumstances you've had and the fact that you're dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me. I can't say don't blame your parents, but I just want you to know, I can't force you to understand or sympathize, but just know, your father worried over and regretted how he was spending less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you in the inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that the Usui fortune belonged to them. Maybe she failed to control her strength properly, but maybe she was calm. Maybe she wasn't calm. But she had no ill will, I'm sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she endured the sorrow of losing a husband and brother and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded. I just want you to know that. It's probably too late to say now, though. Let's go on ahead. This is a door you're able to open. I'm sure there's something important to you there. If you're telling me that, then where should my wish to erase my existence go? Good question! Alrighty then. I suppose we go on ahead. Here we go. Let's do this! I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh boy. Hello. Hi. Huh? Hey, Ayato, why are you here? This soul is necessary! You broke all the mirrors. Okay, so this is the same. All the actors are here? Actors? Whoa! Huh? This mirror world revolves around you, Mishiro. You hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl, I wish my life had never existed. Same extras. Same. Wandered and fell apart a concluded tale, unable to achieve the goal. Sucking in souls, that was Utsuro Hinohara. Yes, she wanders this world even now. Sister. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish. Chose a new soul to control it. And so since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler. Same. Not over yet. Boy's soul Without eradicating his soul, so it was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. So same. You do resemble my sister after all. Even as a soul, you have her same wish. If you kill me, you'll be free from your pain. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so it never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you asked whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse, without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life had never even existed. And yet I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that something that never happened? And that's not all. Seeing Yuzu and Utsuro, I had a thought. If Utsuro's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzu's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself and wandering this world for years? All to finally realize her wish to meet her again. What would become of that? I'll make the choice to grant that wish or not. But I want Utsuro to see this out too, because it's her wish, and this is her world I inherited. If only in pieces, learning about Utsuro from the mirrors has fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ayato and Yuzu are both here. With these two, I'm sure we can get Utsuro's memory back. Indeed, maybe a little of it. Really? Sister. Memory? Listen, Utsuro Hinohara, you need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. Mashiro spoke at length of the things she'd heard and seen in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Rinzu, and the Hinohara family she lived with. Yuzu. She spoke as Utsuro's mirror, all that she knew. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Utsuro! Yuzu, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I died. Well, I couldn't. Is it you, sister? It is, Ayato. So even you ended up here. I didn't intend to hand the world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcibly take back control. Even more so now that I've remembered my wish. I want to erase my mother, my true father, myself, but alas, I've become indebted. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have stayed fragmented forever. Do as you like, before I change my mind. My choice is, I won't grant my wish. I won't do it. I can't. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryotaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of the people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? If it were just me, then fine. But to control the feelings of the people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. Are you still giving up on your wish? I am. I see. I, the mirror world, accept abandoning the wish. Its reasons for being ends here. Huh? This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like with Utsuro. So will everyone here vanish? Except for you, Mashiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. Huh? Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though unconscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Mashiro, when your soul leaves here, it'll be forced back into your body. But what you've done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake? Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living once before? I'll live, because I'm not dead yet. I don't want to just throw away the life you protected, Ayato. And by discarding the wish I inherited from Itsuro, I think I'll honor Yuzu's feelings. I see. That's a relief then. I absolutely can't understand my sister's wish, but you've made the choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. I'll try my best. There are people who value you. There are people who said you'd be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world's not that much of a disappointment, you see. So, I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know. You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learned not only your own wish, but mine, Yuzu's, and Itsuro's. Old Ryotaro won't say much more. Try to get along with his sis when you get back. Right. I'll try to face her. Thank you, Mashiro. Because of you, I could get back to my memories and my wish. I learned about Itsuro's birth and death, and got to talk to her on the way. I'm satisfied now. I really am. Maybe returning to life won't mean happy things all the time, Mashiro. But I'm sure you can get up and walk again, since you've saved so many people here. Mashiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. Okay. I'll be sure to find your grave. I'd lost from the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, though I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. A Yado who adored me as his sister, and Yuzu who needed me in her life. I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with the two of them at last one last time. Yet I'll fade away still resenting that man Rinzu, and that woman Tamaki. Surely I can be forgiven for that. That's true. Sorry for taking over your world. Sheesh. 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will Itsuro go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but she'll be free from this world to go where she goes. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more of a usurper, technically. Mashiro, once you get back and things settle down, you should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but I want you to see the painting you modeled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world. And I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved, and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there, looking at me in a way I felt she hadn't in years. Mashiro, you're awake! Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. If I'd lost you too, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remembered that she was my mother, who became strict at some point. It took a lot just to recognize that as real. And as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came up from the gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Ryotaro had told me about the pressure on the Isuis and how death had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember many past events. I remembered Ayato was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzu and Ryotaro too. I'd probably only met them in the mirror world. Mashiro Usui, is it? Hello, I'm Saichi Hinohara. A few days after I left the hospital, a man came to visit me. His last name sounded familiar. Could you be Ayato's... Yes. Thank you for getting along with Ayato. Saichi Hinohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Itsuro grew up with. I'm not sure if I should say this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped toward you in Ayato, she's no longer with us. Her body was found at Mirror Lake in a car that went up in flames. He meant Tamaki, his wife, But from Saichi's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than to confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife. We met each other at school. She was a humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. Her final sin came at the end of a long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave sometime? Of course. Not only Ayato, but Itsuru and Tamaki. Now maybe I could offer them prayers. Oh, hello. This is the atelier. It feels very nostalgic. I'll look at Ayato's painting. Look at the canvas. Yeah, not yet. Bottles of unfamiliar substance. Lined with photo albums. Nothing there. Teddy bear memento in Monsieur's room now. Okay. I have a lot of things to say, but I'll wait till the end. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream, too. Oh, what a lovely portrait. Ayato Hinohara, blank dream. Ayato. It's... it's not a dream anymore. Oh. Oh. I am so glad I went through the time to go through the whole game and get that ending. That is... man. That's why I love these RPG maker games. Like, because... not all, of course, not all. Every game is different. But for the most part, like, these games, like, they have heart. And that's what really means a lot to me. Like, it has heart, and it has meaning, and it has a story that you can, like, follow and, you know, somewhat relate to, and you can understand, and you can appreciate the story for what it is. As dark as it gets, and as much as this was a horror game, filled with sometimes cheap jump scares, but good scares, like, what a good game! What a good game! What a good story! Man! I mean, obviously I'm not singing the praises that it's the best story I've ever heard. I'm not gonna be sensationalist like that, but God, those... man, I can't believe I waited a year for that. I mean, there's a lot of sensitive subjects here, obviously, and thank you everybody for sticking with me for so long. And I know that this is probably coming as a surprise for you guys, that this video came at all, but for those of you who came through it to the end and you know, were patient with me to get through to it, just thank you. You know, I've been, you know, trying to stay more consistent, and that becomes harder and harder when you try to stretch yourself so thin. But God, when I play these games, it reminds me of like the old days and like playing just games for playing them. And not that I don't do that anymore. It's just like it's one of those things where it makes me think back on all the other games that I played, all the other stories that I've gone through with you. You know, sharing them with you is an important thing. But let me finish this. I've always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Sure enough, she carries the blood of the mad genius Rinzu Usui. I thought I saw the Rinzu touch too at first, but she's self-taught. It's totally different from Rinzu's art. Huh, I suppose so. How unusual. In her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just riding off her ancestor. Rinzu was realistic, while she's more impressionist. That's true. I did feel Mirror World was too unusually abstract to be Rinzu's style. Seeing is believing. You can tell the unique mood in her art from a glance. True, true. Now I'm really getting excited seeing it. Her most famous masterpiece of all, her blank dream? Her fantasy to live in a dream within a white canvas. Man. Ah, man, I love it. 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 Oh, man, I love it. Oh, man. I mean, there's not much else to say than has already been explained in this story. Just that I'm very happy to go through these things with you guys. And I'm happy to share these experiences with you. And, you know, I'm happy to get back and finally finish this game after so long. I've been putting it off for so long, and I shouldn't have. And, you know, I just want to get back to the truth. And get back to the real. And get back to the things that matter most, you know. While also moving forward. Like, I can't stop moving forward, but also, like, remembering the cool things. And looking forward to the even cooler things in the future. I'm talking very abstract. Don't read too much into my mad ramblings right now. I'm just trying to voice this weird, bubbly feeling of happiness and nostalgia that I got inside of me. But either way, thank you everybody so much for watching, and thank you for joining me on this epic adventure in Blank Dream. And thank you for those who believed in me and held on to hope that I would finish this someday. I appreciate every single one of you. So thanks again, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!